Let me sync this up. All right, well, it is with great pleasure that I'm sitting here with, I'm going to say an icon, you won't say this yourself, so I'll say it for you, with an icon of Australian bodyboarding, Matt Chopper Riley. Welcome to the podcast.
Wow.
Thanks for coming.
No worries. Great wave there from
Pleasure to be here. Yeah, it's epic. It's so good to catch up with you. I remember a while back getting a message from Form Landscapes, and I'm like, who the fuck's Form Landscapes? It's like, why is this guy suddenly messaging me? And then, I did some research. It's Matt Riley, and I was like, well, that's pretty fucking cool. I was like, pretty stoked. Nice. I'll tell you another funny thing before we kick off. There's this moment in my life. I was in the Northern Beaches for the first ever Northern Beaches Pro Junior comp. Yeah. And it was held at Mona Vale, at the Rip Bowl. Okay. It must have been 1999 or something like that.
Was I around? I don't know.
You weren't, but you appeared at one point. This was where the story was going. Like, so I won the comp. It was like a pretty sick day for me. I was having a great day. Won this comp, and then I was hitting the piss with Lee Tiller. Remember Lee Tiller? Yeah. So I used to hang out with him a bit when I was a Grom, and so I'm cruising along with him, and I was too young to buy alcohol, so someone must have been old enough to buy us more alcohol. Don't drink too much, kids. And we're at the bottle shop, and you walk into the bottle-o, and you see us. We're all standing there like, can't you? It's probably on your way to something important and fun. It was pretty early in the night too, so we were already pretty smashed. But you're like, yeah, exactly, into the bottle-o at Mona Vale, I think, and you chat to Lee for a sec, and then he says, Josh switched here, did the comp, and you said, oh yeah, he looks like Tully Beaver. And then I heard that, and I was like, Matt Riley just compared me to Tully Beaver, and I was talking about it all night with Lee.
You used to have long hair, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, rice nut. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, like he said I'm like Tully Beaver. He goes, yeah, but you just said you looked like him, not that you surfed like him, but I wouldn't let that go. So thanks for that.
Well, there you go, mate.
That was a good moment.
Yeah,
that was a nice moment for me. Hey, could be compared to worse.
Exactly. Nah.
We're at Kiama. We had Heritage Heads yesterday. You had a little surf.
Yeah, it was fun. It was solid. So I was it was a good workout for me actually. I haven't surfed in waves that big for a while. Probably 3 or 4 months.
Right.
Yeah. So I have on a bodyboard anyway.
Yeah. Right.
My legs are killing.
Yeah.
But it's good. My son was here watching, and I had to in front of all these other legends too. So I had to really I was actually training a little bit before actually.
Were you?
Yeah, a little bit. I wasn't drinking beer in the week. And I was doing the gym even.
Did you?
I go there anyway because my back's a bit heavy going, so I'm just doing core strength, and so I just went a bit more. So yeah, I've got to do that.
You doing some Pilates or something like that?
I've got to start. No, I did yoga, and that made my back worse. I think.
Did it?
Yeah, that's what my physio reckons. I had like a bulky disc in it, and that's what put me out of the water for a while, and so I'm a little bit, I've got to watch what I'm doing in the surf, Yeah.
But you're a landscaper, right?
Yes, good. It's going well. I've got a good crew.
But are you hands-on?
I try not to, but some days you just got to get in there and do it,
Of course.
Yeah, I make more money if I'm on the tools, but I'm trying to run the business side of things more so. So it's
So that would help with the bulky disc?
No, I'm not lifting big rocks anymore. We do a lot of stonework, and I try not to, I do the light side of things, use my brain more than my body now.
Yeah, cool.
Try to.
How does it feel to do that? Because I imagine, is it a job that you do, like you were hands-on to begin with, and then you transitioned to being a business owner?
Yeah. Well, you're learning and running your business now. It's a pretty small business. There's only like 4 or 5 people working with us, and my wife helps out with the books and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's sort of, it gives me time to go surfing if I need, and it's good on some of the bots. So it's good. And I had a good crew working with me. I had Charlie Beaver and his brother Dane working with me for a few years.
Yeah, they're on it. Yeah.
But they've moved up the coast now. They're up in Byron now, and they're doing their own stone now.
They do stone work.
They're stone masons as well. So,
All right, well, we're here in Kiama. You competed yesterday. Your son competed today, and he won the national title earlier this month or last month.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Pretty rad.
It's really good to see. I mean, I never really pushed him into it. He just sort of took it on. I've been pushing him since he's 5. I've pushed him in the waves.
Sure, literally.
And he just stuck with it and did really well. And he wanted to go in the Sydney Bodyboard Club a couple of years ago, and I was like, I really want to go down and hang on there maybe all day on a Sunday. I was like, held him back from it, and then he wanted to go out the next year. And I was like, all right. And he had football. He's into his football, and he's quite good at that. So but anyway, he did well in the Sydney Bodyboard. Won all those contests, and he won the end of the year thing.
That's amazing.
And then he got a little sponsor off Julio through Stealth. Shout out to Stealth, and then we were in Bali last year, 2 years ago, would have been.
Yeah.
And Ryan Hardy contacted me on Instagram and just said, look, you know, I heard your son's doing well. If you're in Bali next, we've got like a little junior camp going on. And I said, I'm here right now. And he goes, wow, so we've got one on tomorrow, come down. And that's where we met Jai Taylor and Matty Taylor and that. They had like a little grammar clinic and they've got him a bit more frothing on it. And so yeah, it was good to meet you know, Hardy. I've never met him before either. He just contacted me. Never met him before. And and it was good that it was really weird how it all happened, you know. So yeah, he's a good bloke. He's a mad frother. He's really energetic and positive. And he's just a
he's a good bloke. I think it's
really
a
nice
simple
guy.
stated thing.
So he's helping us out with weddings and so
that's pretty wild. Like because I mean, and I think I heard this last night when we had the heritage chats and stuff. But like, you said you retired at 30.
Pretty much, yeah. I was feeling old and like there's no one else above me really. Bull was doing well, Eppo was doing well, there was no one else really, and I was like, you know what, there's this new crew coming through, Bo Day, and you had the players, and everyone's ripping, you know, and I was like, you know what, look, I still felt like I could surf, but I was like, you know, I started riding surfboard too, you know, and I was loving that. So, yeah, it just sort of transitioned like that really. Had a couple of dud calls. Actually, the moment that really annoyed me was a World Tour event in Gorilla. I think it was Gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was down there. Okay. Maybe. And I was just surfing, it was like big rip bar, it was like 4 foot, just like motorbar. It was really fun. And I had a couple of heats, I was doing really well. And I got beat by Brian Press, and I was just like, oh god, that guy beat me again, mate. I was just over it, mate. You know, he just, you know, lovely guy, but I was just like, man, I can beat you. You know, I was going to surf than him, and he was just flopping everywhere, and I was just like, mate, this is just killing me, you know. And that was another one. I just went, look, you know what? And then I think I didn't get a contract renewed by Moray, and I wasn't paying to go to Hawaii again. I've been in Hawaii like 6 years in a row. I was loving it. And it's like, you know what, I don't, and Australian Bodyboard, that's right, we'll go to that.
We'll get there.
Yeah, that's why I had a job with them, and you know, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go work with them, you know, and that was my sponsor really. They paid me to go over to Hawaii and write stories, and you know, they paid me like 20 cents a word, so I
20 cents a word.
milk the stories out as long as I could, and so that was it, you know.
Yeah, cool. I mean, so but with that, it's something that I thought we would probably get to is that like you are well known as being, I think it's fair to say, one of the two guys that defined the kind of more modern Australian style when it came to bodyboarding, and the other guy I'm referring to is Tully Beaver, who seemed to really tighten up things in a way that other riders didn't. You know, Eppo's known for a completely different approach. Bullet's on the style spectrum, I think, but like definitely had a different kind of down the line speed.
He had his own style.
Exactly.
No one else even has a similar style to him. He was just like, he had one thing about Bullet. He never even did a roll until he was like probably 23 or 22, 23. Never did a roll. Then he started doing them like, and a pipe, and you know, he's mad. But he's never known for his rolls. You know, he could do it, you know, when he had to.
Yeah, right.
So that's funny about that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like, so in the competition scene, because you're talking about like when you finished up on these comps and when you kind of the gradual kind of, I guess your retirement is around, you said you're 30, so what year are we looking at here?
95, I think it was.
Okay, so
95, 96, I think.
Okay.
That was my last year I went to Hawaii. I think 96, I think, Hawaii. I missed the year Bullet won the world title in Hawaii. I really wanted to go to that, but I don't think Moray were going to pay for my airfare or my contract, basically. I think Tom Wilson came in on the scene, and he was just like being a bit annoying, and you know, nice guy. Rest in peace, Tommy.
Yeah.
But it was a bit like that.
Yeah, okay. But was the competition scene a struggle for you? Because I know that like that these were the GOB days.
Yeah, it was the first. I think it was like the first, second year when I was doing it.
Exactly. Yeah, it became a bit grovelly, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I consider grovel a bit, but not enough. You know?
Nah.
Yeah, and I was just
not
like,
floppy enough. And
there wasn't much judging on. I guess. You know. What's the word? Like just more flow. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I was sort of like trying to do in heats and things. But
well, I think a lot of that remains. That's why I'm getting towards it, because I feel like you're touching on something that is now like we're in 2019.
It's pretty same.
It's like a 25 year.
I reckon surfing's better then, really. Maybe I'm being biased. I think some of the surfing back then in waves are like it's exactly the same, maybe a little better. But when obviously it's progressed more in big waves and things, it's probably better there.
Yeah.
But it's the same. 25 years ago, it's like I've got back up on the scene because Marlon's back into it now, and I'm like, it's actually like it's better then, I reckon. Just most of it, you know. But,
what do you think that's all about though? Because like,
how do you make stuff work in different ways? Like,
Exactly.
it's just, nothing can't progress, you know, unless it's big surf or whatever. Like, I'm looking at it now.
Straight right-hander.
It's the same as what it was.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was surfing heats with Stuart and everyone back in the day, and everyone was ripping then, you know. Like all the Brazilians, Marcelo Seguera, they were like super smooth, you know.
Yeah, right.
Just you know, just make stuff look good.
Yeah.
It's just the same now.
But it doesn't seem like looking good doesn't necessarily win heats.
No,
So,
you know,
like,
you got to have a criteria, don't you? So
you
just
do,
gotta,
but I mean, has the criteria always had a challenge with style? Like, has it understood how to put in flow?
I think it would help a little bit.
power?
I mean, if the judges know what's going on, right? If it looks smooth, they're going to give it another point more. I think so. But if someone takes a big flyway roll with no style and just, they land it, what are you going to go? Well, it's just subjective. I don't know. It's really
now to get out of third and continue your campaign.
It's an ongoing.
You go on about it. I know, but yeah, that's just my opinion on that, really. Yeah.
But with I just found it interesting that you've never met Hardy as well until that point, because like I'll probably speak for Hardy, and I'd probably say that like he must have looked at you as one of his idols.
He said that, yeah, and I'm really
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm stoked that you know, he looked up to me. That's unreal.
Yeah,
you know, and have influence on him, whatever. But his style is you know, it's pretty good, you know, like even Rollins or the, you know, the benchmark for that sort of like, you know, drawing good lines and just, you know, being a good all-round surfer, as well as doing flips and ARS and things like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I know that Mitch struggles a bit with like, he can still obviously do the flips and stuff, but I know that in some of these conditions, he doesn't want to do them, and I had a good chat with Louis Finnegan about it recently, because he's a really stylish rider as well, and you know, we were talking about the chat, like a lot of people who probably listen to me complain about this kind of stuff would probably say that I complain just because I can't fucking do ARS anyway, so that's why I'm hating on it, but
don't do them.
It's a struggle. I've got this weird leg thing I do.
That doesn't look that good. F81 yesterday it looked good, actually.
Yeah, that did look good. I saw
it looked good. I don't love it.
He invented the fucking thing, so it should look good if he's doing it.
You're right.
But
back flips look good, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've never even tried one, to tell you the truth.
The bulging disc wouldn't like it.
No, I'm not going to start.
Nah. But one of the things that Louis was saying is that one of his challenges in competition is that he doesn't feel great having to do what needs to be done in a heat. Like, he doesn't feel great about having to do that flip, because he'd rather not.
Exactly.
He'd rather do something else.
Do it to get through, don't you?
Exactly. So it's like there's this weird tension for a lot of riders that, and I'm guessing it might have been the same for you back in the day, in that you kind of knew that what you were doing was pretty sweet. Like, you were happy with how you were surfing, but you knew that there was this kind of gap between what judges and what the kind of progression of the sport was saying was good and worth points. You know, like Rolos or, you know, more, and then the ARS comes along and then everybody's got to try and learn that thing, and everyone does it pretty, and
let's say you do an ARS, you're going to get more points in a roll, eh?
Exactly.
You know, with how good it looks.
Exactly, yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, so I don't know, I've got a Marlon's best out of that ARS.
Has he doing them or not?
Oh, I reckon he's done a few, right?
I've seen any evidence.
No, he's made one, I reckon. I don't know, he's told me.
Take his word for it.
He'll hear this too, so.
Well, how, with his bodyboarding, has he gone and looked at all of your stuff? Have you been
seen it?
I'm
I'm showing photos and stuff. I show him stuff like Joe puts up on Instagram. He's like, oh yeah, he doesn't really go, oh, sick dad. And that. You know, he's pretty like, yeah, whatever. I can do. I'll do that, Dad. Don't worry. It's not like sick. He doesn't put in my pocket, which is good.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What's his style like? I haven't actually seen him.
Well, I do. He knows that like there's some kind of style. Well, everyone says he's got a good style, you know.
Yeah.
So
I imagine.
You know, and he knows that too. He just sees stuff. He doesn't want to do floppos in the white wash. He doesn't do them. You know, I was telling him to do them. I said, don't do floppos in the white wash in a heat, mate. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
There you do. So you are influencing his approach for sure. Then you're like, listen, Sam.
He's got to learn to go left, so he just surfs every pole at Marnavale. You know, he's just got to learn to go left more. He can go left, but he just needs to, you know, just do rolls on lefts. He hasn't got down yet. You know. So.
How about like you get to see him now as a young bodyboarder in today's scene with bodyboarding, and for you, like, how old were you when you first picked up bodyboard?
I was in 6th grade probably. I think.
Oh, okay.
I might have been 4th grade, so I was probably about 10. I got a surfboard, and then didn't like it. It just hit me or something, and then I cut my foot on the fin.
Yeah.
And then this bodyboarding magazine, a surfing magazine had like this bodyboard magazine pull-out thing in it.
Yeah, right.
About 1985 or 4. And I was like, there's a pull-out poster of Ben Severson in it. It said Sandy's just doing a big store. And I was like, I'm doing this. This is ridiculous. This is way more fun. So my mum was angry. I had to sell the surfboard. And then first board was a Scott bodyboard. Like a yellow one, no slick. Rode that for a few years, and then I went in a couple of comps. There was Scott Sunbreaker contest. I won at Manly, then you qualified to go to the big one at Bondi. I won the one at Manly, I think I got second or something. Can't remember. I got the one at Bondi and got fourth in it. It was like got a sponsor of Scott, and I think Carl Gold he was in the final, and some other guy, Rob Barberry, I think from Port Macquarie, I think his name was. Yeah, so we're going back for 85, I think this was. Yeah. And I got the trophy actually. It's like a little wooden trophy. It's really cool. And then so that's how it sort of started. I just went in a couple of comps, and there was a Northside Bodyboard Club started up actually. I went in that. Yeah, Penguins, I met him. That's where I met Bullet. Yeah, did a couple of trips up the Seal Rocks, and yeah, so just going back, just thinking out loud.
Yeah, that's cool. But what was the scene like in that moment? You know, like it was obviously this is when bodyboarding really started.
Yeah, it was
like that Ben Severson. There weren't magazines yet. It was a surfing magazine and putting a bodyboarder in a surfing mag.
And then I think they just had like a bodyboarding section in the back of surfing. Yeah. And then when they started the mag, it came out 4 times a year. And I was just like, loved it. You know, that's all you had. There was not much movies or anything. It was just so. It was good. I think I did a movie in Australia. I think one of the first ones. I think it was Bodyboarding Down Under.
Yeah, right.
Me and Bullet were in it. Up at Treachery, had like a bit of footage out there. And then I think the next one obviously was Rip the Pit. The famous Rip the Pit.
How did that feel being in that? Because I sampled a bit of Ripping the Pits. We Got It All. Like that's the song I used. And I kind of like. Was it a cringeworthy moment for everyone, or did you guys just kind of? How did you all feel at the time? Because a lot of people look at it and think. That was terrible.
Well, it was all good because they were a film crew in Hawaii, right? They were filming it, so we didn't know what the finished product was going to be. So we were like stoked we're doing a movie on this, you know. I got a couple of good waves in it. Everyone got good waves in it. But then all of a sudden they had that cringy dance crap that we had Young in it, mate. I wasn't a part of that, luckily. So
you're not in it, are you?
Thank God. It was Dave Maruba, and they called everyone to come, and I just didn't show up. I was like, I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, you boycotted?
Yeah, I was like, no way, I'm doing that. You know? So I was in it, but I mean, half of it was good, I thought, for what it was, and half of it was just lost the plot. It was, it's Marlon sees it now, and he's just like, my God, Dad, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, I wasn't in that bit, son. So, yeah.
Son, look at the video clip, I'm not in the song,
I've got a good web of pipe in it, check it out. You know, look at that. So I wasn't, that was pretty funny.
That's classic.
Yeah.
See, I look at that as a guy today who, like, I mean, I kind of dig that, the absurdity of the 80s, like, in the style, I find it quite fun and interesting.
Yeah, that was 89 it was.
Yeah, right.
89 it was first made, I think it came 89, 90.
Exactly.
That was my first year in Hawaii.
Yeah, right. So, like, I enjoy it because it's kind of cool. I find it cool today, but I can imagine at the time, and I think it's well documented and discussed that a lot of people look at that moment as potentially one of the moments where bodyboarding started to lose its whole shit and began its, like, kind of decline in many ways, right, or not?
I don't know. I think 90s is when it was huge. I think that was just forgotten about quickly. Thank God Stroh came along. You know what I mean? Like he saved the day, kind of thing, with his underground tapes, really. And that was, you know.
Because that was 91, the first, or not? Was it 89 or not? First underground tapes.
I don't know when it was, but it came out straight after the Rip the Pit days. Showy to do something, but he did something, and then now he's filming all the Cronulla guys, and
So you reckon that actually saved the day for bodyboarding Australia?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure.
I mean, when that came along, were you able to get amongst, you know, was it really just a Cronulla-centric thing, or was it hard coming from the northern side?
He would come over and film me, for sure. Yeah. Like, you know, I sort of got on a couple of times, but not really. Those guys wouldn't give me ways, they just drop in on me.
Yeah.
So if I went out there, I just get driven into the reef. So, you know, I just did I went to Hawaii and got waves there, really, in the day, you know, like. In hindsight, I probably should have gone out there more, but it's like, you know, I just...
You can only get dropped in so many times.
Yeah, exactly. But, that's it. Australia was cool. Like, you know, he helped us out a fair bit. He gave us exposure, and, you know, and he's done a little mag there too, which gives me a bit of a reco now. I've put some photos up on his Instagram of me lately, so I don't know. Thanks, Joey.
That's super cool. And yeah, big shout out to Stroh's contribution to the sport can't really be understated.
Yeah, I just saw his son last night, Craig, actually.
Yeah.
It's in it for a few years later.
I was trying to get a discussion. We kind of touched on this last night. the whole thing about the stylish approach that you had with bodyboarding, and other guys probably didn't so much at the time. But I just asked Jeff Hubbard before I came to talk to you. I said, what would you ask Matt Riley if you were doing this podcast now? And he said, well, one of the things that he is interested in is like, it seemed like the style that you guys had seemed like almost like a north side approach, like, and that he said, like, look at these guys on the beach and on land, like, and he's referring to the player boys as well, they're like pretty stylish dudes, like, is there a thing about coming from the north side where people actually do think about aesthetics maybe a little bit more and it translates into performance? Do you think there's anything
Possibly.
there?
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. I mean,
there's rarely any kind of bogans on the North Shore, right? Like on the north side of the or are they there and we just don't see them?
Oh, yeah, it depends where you go. I mean, you got Narromata, or you go to Narrowena. It depends where you go, you know, how far south you go.
Yeah, sure.
But, Narrabeen's good. Narrabeen's good. I don't surf there anyway, so South Narrabeen we surf. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, not really. I don't think about that. It's just what it is, really.
It's interesting though, because there is this pretty clear difference, like at least in the period there, it seemed like there was just more attention paid to those subtleties.
Yeah, possibly. Like, you know, Benny plays a stylish dude, he's a good style.
Here goes Nathan Jones kicking into this one.
Yeah, as soon as
unlucky on his
well,
last
you know, I just make quicksilver clothes, but I don't, that's stylish, right? But as soon as it wasn't sponsored, I had choice to buy clothes, I guess. So you're not gonna. That's why I look at like. I'm gonna buy stuff that like I like where. I mean, who would wear Quicksilver clothes these days? No one, does anyone?
Well, they're bankrupt half the time, so
exactly.
obviously no one's wearing it.
Yeah, any surfwear for that, you know.
How does it feel like, did you have to deal, like we had a little chat beforehand, like, about like the career development and your retirement, and you actually said that this was, in Kiama, you actually had your last event as a pro.
From what I remember,
Do you remember that event, like what it was all about?
I think it was one of the
look at
tour events, and I just thought I had to set bad beat, and I just had the shits, and I was just over it. And you know what?
Did you have sponsors?
I think, I was sponsored off Rip Curl at the time. They would give me free weddies, and I think I was just getting free boards off Moro still, with nothing to pay money or anything. I think I was just getting free stuff, really.
What's up with that? Why the dry up? Because this is in the peak of, like, this is what, 95?
I was probably just, lost any interest in it, and I was probably partying before. Went down that sort of track for a few years. Right. That was it. I was just like, that was it really.
Okay, so you just kind of switched off from it.
Yeah, you can say that, I guess. Just sort of lost interest in it,
Or did you get too much money from it and you're just like, I'm going to
Nah, not enough. Never enough money. It was just, that was the thing, like I was always struggling for money. That's why everyone goes, well, you got any old boards, man? I'm like, I sold them all, to get to the next event, or, to eat next week, or to pay rent or whatever, So, I think I was getting like 12 boards a year. One a month.
Selling
and I'd probably sell half of them. I'd probably even go over my quota. And then if you went over your quota, you'd have to. You got to pay. I forget. I don't know. I think I did it once or twice.
Had to buy them.
Yeah, you had to buy them. Yeah, but I'd never paid them. I think it just came off my salary. I don't know. I don't remember.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
With like looking back on the career, like I don't know, do you have any regrets about the way you exited? Because it sounds like you kind of just lost interest, but is that just organic? It was just the way it was always going to be, or was there anything you look back and change?
Really. Like I probably, if I was a bit, like I was a bit healthier and I sort of trained a bit more, I'd look back at that and I was a bit more, confident in the bigger surf. And could have gone a few more years. But I've been in it for a while since the start. I've been bodyboarding since first came to Australia. Pretty much I was doing it, so that's the thing. Just gotten over it, as you do. Like I've been doing it since I was 12 and I was 30, so that's a few years, And now I'm back into it.
How does it feel?
Ballard.
Hey!
How you going?
He's going to watch the Sharks.
You.
I'm going to get you for a podcast one day.
We're going to do that in 5.
Yeah, Ballard. He ran out of the room when I tried to mention him last night. How does it feel to catch up with everyone? Like, is it pretty wild?
Yeah.
You don't get to see these guys.
Yeah, I was a little bit
often,
anxious
right?
coming down here actually.
Oh,
Catching
yeah?
up with all these. Yeah, I was like, I haven't seen him for 20 years, you know.
Yeah, right. It's been that long.
And then you get in here and you say hi. Everyone's good mates, you know. Because it seems to like us back in the day, you know. It's been pretty good. Everyone's like really friendly and nice to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, a little bit of a hassle with Ballard, like everyone else, doesn't he? But Nugget's not here, so.
I heard that. It would have been good to have Nugget here, but he's a wild man, isn't he? Like, you don't know which way to go.
Yeah, no, I don't know where he would stay. He probably, he doesn't mind a night out, especially with everyone that's down here. But it's good to catch up with everyone, it's really good. So I see Bullard and Ebo and Barney and even older crew. I mean, who else? Evan Penglis, I haven't seen him for a few years. Hawkey. Yeah, it was good. And then, you know, it's good to get Marlon to meet them all as well. You know, that was good as well.
You mentioned in the career for you, and I totally didn't know this. I totally should have known this. That you became the editor of Australian Bodyboarder. And what period were you running that magazine?
From 1990 when it first came out, the first issue with Ben Severson on the cover, up until like when I wanted to make a go of bodyboarding because it was inhibiting my exposure. Riptide wouldn't publish photos of me. I didn't exist.
Who was the editor of Riptide when they were?
Ramsey.
Yeah.
And it wasn't him. I think it was the
Morrison
Media.
Yeah.
He was told what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
He was nice to me when I wrote a story. When he tried to, you know, he just told me, he goes, "You're not going to get any photos of working with Australian bodyboarding." Yeah. So, but then I got a cover in the end. I did when I stopped working with Australian bodyboarding. I got a cover.
Instant cover.
Yeah. So
you tell the truth.
Yeah, it was a drop knee cover at South Narrabeen. It was a really good shot.
I think I know that shot.
Yeah. And Sean Davey took it, smashed me in the face of the camera. I didn't even want to go out. I got 2 photos, I think. And, one's a postcard still getting around, and one's a so.
Oh, well, worth the smash in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, back to the Australian bodyboarder. I got a call from Andrew Kidman.
Yeah.
You know Andrew Kidman?
I do, and he's just releasing really beautiful films.
Yeah,
and really,
he would pay you to know this, but he was pretty much the editor. He just had my name there as the, because I didn't have run a magazine.
Oh, right.
He just goes, I need you to come and tell me who's who, what photos go where, right? And I just wrote the captions and pick the photos, really.
So you're a consulting bodyboarder?
Pretty much, yeah. And
That's pretty cool.
My name was on the
You're the editor?
Yeah.
So wait, are you saying that? But did you write anything down the line? Like,
yeah. I wrote the stories, but he edited it basically.
Okay.
I'd write the stories and do the captions and stuff. But he was really good writer. Like I'd write shit and I'd be like, what am I writing here? You know, I need to like get together here and write something prolific, not just banter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to write stories and you know, I thought this would be a good job, you know. But then they only employ me 2 days a week, right? So I think I was getting like $150 a day back then. So I was getting $300 a week there, plus get money off bodyboarding, off boarding.
Nice balance.
A little bit of money here and there, just doing a couple of days, a day or 2 working as well, like, you know, landscaping back then. So
okay, so you were always into
I was always doing good landscaping there when I left school. I did that. So
yeah,
I was a greenkeeper actually. Then I went to landscaping. Hated that. That was a shit job. But so back to the bodyboarding magazine. That was it. It was just 2 days a week. Then they paid me to go to Hawaii every year and do the stories, and so it was good. And plus I had money from it, avenues as well.
That's cool. I mean, I actually assumed that it was something that might have happened towards the end of your career, because I just assumed that you got into bodyboarding, got the sponsors, and just kind of took off. But instead, you actually were part of the media creation, like you were in the media, and then you said you had to kind of leave it so you could pursue bodyboarding more.
I thought, you know, look, I just thought, you know, I wanted to try something. Give it a go. I wanted to do it. I had a good year in Hawaii. And then that's in PJ. I couldn't run photos myself anymore. I was just like,
was that a bit awkward?
Yeah, it was. I had to give myself because the Riptide would do it, so I could publish photos. But from the magazine I worked at, it's kind of weird, you know. So that's why I just said,
I'd probably still do it though.
I had to.
Well, you wouldn't have had any exposure then.
No.
That would have been wild.
Riptide ran occasional shots of me in like stories. I mean, but I was pretty much like, you know, not there compared to what everyone else is getting, you know. So that's why I said, look, PJ was interested in the job, so I don't think PJ got any photos ripped up there either. I don't know how, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But then he did a big story on me. So then I had a full profile on Australian bodyboarding. I had Percy on the cover. I had some really good photos in Hawaii that year, and that was the year Quicksilver dropped me. Actually, I gave him a lot of exposure in Hawaii, and then I got dropped by Quicksilver. So then I went to Judah. They were really good.
Yeah. Classic. To Tezza, we can hear his voice in the background now.
Yeah.
Tezza was the team manager.
There's a really good team too. That was great. It was like a bit more I said underground wasn't as high profile as Quicksilver, obviously, but it was a more friendly environment.
It was.
And the guys are really cool. They were like, here you go, you got some money to go away. And I was giving them good exposure. And I went to Port Escondido actually and got some good. Mexico that one year, I got some good photos with Cuda then, and
I mean, it's was it an interesting shift? Like I realised I had you and Dave Appleby up on the stage last night, even though we won't actually be able to publish any of that because everyone was too loud.
Oh really? Was it too?
Yeah, no, it's too loud. But it's a good chat. But like you mentioned that like he was the team manager. Was he the team manager that dropped you, or what?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, there was a little bit of a power shift there. You know, because me and him was sort of like, you know, we're good mates now. You know, I went to Hawaii with him a couple of years, but you know, we were good friends. But he just sort of wanted to be the team manager. You know, and he wanted to be the boss. You know, and I was like, you know, whatever, mate. You can have it. Yeah, I'm going. Like whatever. It didn't bother me at the end. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. He was pretty like, even Gibbsy, he had a little bit of a thing going on. You know, but they kept Nick Gibbs, and then they picked up a good team. I think they got the players. They got the players. Tyson was Rip Curl, wasn't
His Rippies,
yeah. But they had a good team. They had McGregor.
Yeah.
I could catch up with him last night, actually.
Yeah, he's a good time.
Yeah, he is.
Very good time.
So.
But going to Cuda, I mean, I think you might have even come through. I think one of the cool things that they did back in the day with the Cuda Lines coaching clinics. I think you might have been on the team doing that stuff.
That's right.
I think you came through.
Glad you reminded me of that. Yeah, we.
It was a good time.
Justin
Teeth Stewart was on the team.
Oh yeah, Teethy. Yeah, but DeGraff and him hung out. We were good buddies through that. We hung out and did many trips, and it was good. Yeah,
that's epic. That's epic. With the
Adam Murray was another guy on the team. He's
right.
He's a bodyboarder. Probably still I think surfs now.
Yeah, he's important. He does really good art.
I've seen him. I did too. Yeah, he's
No, he's doing cool stuff. I mean, stepping back into the scene, like you mentioned, you're a bit nervous about kind of meeting up with everyone, and like
I'm just out of it. I was gone.
Yeah,
I'm not bodyboarding anymore. I'm gone.
Well,
I see someone around, sure. I never really kept in contact with anyone. Like Bullet maybe, and that's about it really.
Was it weird for you though, like on a local level, because like you must have been known as Matt Riley, the bodyboarder, and then suddenly you're not doing it. I know it was a bit of a weird thing for me when I left bodyboarding for a while, that for 5 years after I hadn't touched a bodyboard, people asked me how my bodyboarding was going, and I'm just like, I don't do it. Like, I mean, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, was that hard for you in your local community to get rid of it from your identity? Like, was it a hard thing to drop?
Really?
Or did people just let it go?
People always ask what bodyboarding. I am, people know me, but I didn't really bother me. I was just like,
I found it really hard.
Really?
Yeah, I found it really hard because I
didn't feel sad or anything. I mean, I'd see, I saw the new crew coming through.
Yeah.
That's the new generation, whatever. You come in about that, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I did what I could and had a good time. And
maybe you left at the right time. I was 23.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of weird.
That leaves you thinking, I'm still young, I could have done more.
Yeah,
exactly. I was 30, and that seemed like that's super old.
No, that's about right. It could be. It seems about right these days too. A lot of guys are tapping out around that age, and they're not so competitive and whatnot.
What time do you think, mate?
That's what I was thinking. I should actually have a look at that. Let's have a look. I don't want to miss my heat. I've got a reputation for that. I'm going to check the stack there.
Okay, so we've got just on 22 minutes to go.
I think it's going to be real nice.
Yeah. Coming through with Greg Howard at 4.93. Situation changed. Greg Howard will go into the lead.
Let's see here. Using a stacked app. Anyone watching or listening to this, just download it. I'm good. I'm good. No, I've got plenty of time.
We can talk.
We can yarn. So there wasn't this difficulty in transitioning away from the sport. Like, you didn't have like an identity crisis to say like, oh, who am I if I'm not who everyone thinks I am?
Not at all, really. No, look, I'm just busy with it. I've been a really good chick. We've got 3 boys. Yeah. I'm busy with my business. I'm looking for something to get into, I think.
Yeah.
If you just leave it and you've got nothing going on. Yeah. Well, I made that. I had to. I said, right, I need to get a job. I need to live. I'm going to make a business. I'm not going to get a job for anyone. I couldn't be fucking that.
Yeah.
I've never really worked for anyone. I've always just done my own thing. Well, you're employed by people, really, essentially, but not
clients.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's different. You're a guy that you kind of had control of the situation, I guess. Like it wasn't as if like you hear some of these stories where guys, and a few of the guys I've interviewed on the podcast, like they've gone from having a salary to having zero and then having to figure out
Well,
what
I never
to
had
do.
that much money.
Yeah, so you didn't have that problem.
I didn't lose. I wasn't on a $50,000 contract and I had nothing. You know, I was only on at the most. I think I was earning 20 grand a year at the most. You know,
So you always had to supplement
plus
what you were
prize
doing.
money and stuff like that. You know, selling boards.
Yeah.
And, you know, that was probably the most I was making. I think Ballard and Macklin, they were the guys that
They got the
money.
cash.
They were like 100 grand a year. I think. You know, I was on the next tier down. You know.
It's interesting.
And I never had a board model. I probably should have done that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'll go on that. I'll touch on that with you. Moray, mate, loved them. You know, they're the best boards. I thought.
Yeah.
I would not do anything else. I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's all I could ride. Right.
Yeah.
So, but then I won the hot butter contest 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And Terry Fitzgerald wanted to sponsor me. He said, "How about getting a sponsor?" And I was like, "Man, I can't ride those boards, mate. Why don't we get like a tubes board or get Mezza shape board and put a stamp on it?" Wouldn't have it. I had to ride the shit hot butter boards, you know.
Right.
Well, they were terrible back then, you know. They're probably better now. Every board was the same now, you know.
Pretty much they're all made in the same place
And
almost.
the same thing happened with Hydro.
Yeah.
He was going to get me and Ballard on the team, Don McCready, and I was going to have my own board model and everything. I probably, you know, could have done that, but I couldn't wear those flippers either.
Yeah.
I was talking about it last night. And he goes, they were so bad. Like, you cut your feet over it, and they look terrible too. Like I can't wear Churchills like till that's it. You know, I can't wear any of the flippers. Even Stealths are hard to wear. You know, they're great flippers, but they don't fit my feet. I'm just molded to Churchills.
I also think like, you know, that style that came with wearing Churchills, you just can't beat it. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that isn't
All
right.
the flippers look wrong.
Looks wrong.
They
Yeah, I
look wrong.
don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's weird, eh? Like, it just looks strange. I see someone doing a big Air 4 with flippers, like, it just looks... Maybe it's just to see Mike Stewart with the Churchill and look, you know what I mean? And, but I mean, Vipers, I mean, that, you know, you're sponsored by them now.
Well, I just got sponsored, yeah, but they've got the Delta. Like I wouldn't wear like I would feel weird wearing the other.
Just
shapes.
wear ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well, you can't drop them, can you?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
but I feel weird with a different shape now. But the Vipers feel good, like, but it's a similar kind of shape. It's the dolphin, you know, tail shape. I guess.
I've got my foot ripped open from wearing flippers up in right. I was surfing Snappy the other week, kicking in the rip for about an hour, and I ripped my foot open. Just got a big ulcer. Don't want to wear flippers, and it's a giant hole in my foot.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's like going back to the good old days? Like what's maybe like the moment in your career that you would look at and say like that's like the ultimate, like a moment that stands out for you that you remember like as a clear high point in your bodyboarding life?
I just think just going to Hawaii every year, you know, that was it. Not, I wouldn't say one moment, just those. I look forward to going to Hawaii every year, you know. I still would like to go again, you know. I'll put Marlon gets a bit old on a shake in there, and I don't know how I'm going to go, but
You'll be right.
yeah.
I've been going back a few years now, and I'm like,
it's not as
completely out of
crowded.
my
It's not as crowded, is it?
No.
It's not like, you know. I've had been beaten up in the surf out there by Johnny Boy Games at Pipe one time. He thought it was I dropped in him and it wasn't. You know, I've had Dane Kilo grab me. It was gnarly days back then. You know, like you get slapped for looking at the wrong guy back then. You know, I was terrified. You know, it's
definitely mellowed out a bit. But I think if you're a complete goose, you probably still have problems.
Yeah,
Still have
exactly.
problems
Just
if you're a real
common
goose.
sense and, you know.
But I think generally you're not gonna, like at least as far as I've noticed it, you're not gonna, as long as if you're just sitting there and you look at someone, you're not gonna get a slap in the face. You know, like it's not.
No, it's a bit more calm there. But,
So you copped a whack from Johnny Boy Games.
Oh, he grabbed me and he hunted me down, and yeah, it was gnarly. He reckons, it's in one of Australia's videos, he rides up the back of his bodyboarder,
Yes.
he drops in on him, and then I had a black Mike Stewart board and a tube suit on, like a Quicksilver tubey
I
blue
remember
one.
this now.
And it wasn't like, he comes in, he goes, Sponger, he calls me over, and I'm like, surfing flat out quite right. It was like, you know, it was only about 6 foot or something, and it just went flat, and everyone just goes, well, you know, I didn't answer back, I paddle away, he just paddles up and he splashes me, and I just went, hey dude, look, I know who you are, I wouldn't fucking drop in on you, dude, you know, and he just goes, slaps me like again in the back of the head, and then I just caught away quickly. Just, somehow a wave came and I caught one down the gums, and I was on the surf out gums. He kicked out, straight the next wave again. He just grabs me by the neck, and he's going. I said, look, stop, mate. I'll find the guy. I know. I saw that wave. It wasn't me. I did best Australian accent, and he just sort of stopped and went, I don't know what he was on. He's a freak, you know.
Yeah, he's hardcore, right?
And so that was probably the gnarliest one I had. I was pretty scared.
Fully.
And then Dane Kilo had to one time just grab me as well. He was going backdoor, and I was just sitting next to him all the time going these pipe lefts.
Yeah.
And he realised what I was doing. He just grabbed me. Grabbed me by boardies, and I was like, and I just went in after that. I didn't want another episode. That was in 1 year, so I had 2 episodes, and I was like, geez, I better take
Were
it
you
easy.
pushing it too hard?
I think so. Well, it's so hard to get waves. You got to do what you got to do. But that John one, that was just a mistaken identity. You know what I mean? So
That'd be hard to take.
I had another one with Marvin Foster. Went to me and Nugget went back to his house at Belzyland one night with his, I think it was his girlfriend.
Oh, dude.
Jan or something her name was. We went back there and she goes, oh my God, Marvin's home. And we've gone joking, and we left our thongs at the front door, and he comes in and we just ran at the back door and ran, mate. Like, and we found out, this John was living in the house with him, and we found out that Marvin was Marvin Foster's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, we could have got, I don't know what would happen, mate. He's a gnarly guy. So yeah, hanging out with Nugget, I think Nugget was cheating her. I wasn't there. It was, she was just a bodyboard chick, She just come back to our house, We went back, we were hanging out, and then Stridle just, he waxed up and goes, what are you doing? And he goes, look at Marvin's home, and we're like, carpools up the driveway, mate. And we just ran out the back door, right? Yeah, Belzyland,
Yeah. That's pretty calm. I think it's all calm now.
Yeah. Well, last time I went there was 2003, actually. Yeah, I went back there on my own, I was hanging out with Brett Lilliman and Fergus, actually.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. So,
I saw Lilliman out there the other day.
Really?
Yeah, he's out there every morning.
Yeah.
He's still doing it. Just
we saw some
unassuming charger.
Yeah, he's nuts, that guy, man.
I know.
Like, yeah, he's so mellow, but he's just like this psycho.
He is, hey.
Yeah, he took me on this place on the east side. It's like this island really far out, like a right handle like Belzyland.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It was like the sharkiest paddle we've done in my life. I was sure I was going to get by a tiger shark. No one out. Would have been about a 500 metre paddle over this deep water, and I was just like, I guess no one's out. Pipe was about 10 foot. He was really proud. He goes, let's go see east side. And I went over there, and that was it. That was the last time I ever did, actually. 10 years ago.
That's heavy. I mean, so what do you think of this, like, apart from obviously the pipeline being like this mecca, or the North Shore being this place that everybody kind of looked to, like, what was it that attracted you there, and also, like, why is it that the best memories, why are the best memories from there for you? Like, what is it about it?
Oh, just, just good surf every day. Yeah, it's crazy. You just surf so many, like, I remember staying at log cabins one year. I don't even know, the first year I went there, I didn't even know how gnarly it was. It was just like, didn't know what it was like, and what I didn't know was actually good, because I was just, it was like 6, 8 foot, and we were just out there just having a blast, I wasn't putting closeouts out there, but I was definitely getting some good waves out there. That stuff like that, memories like that are.
It is surprising. You can, like, I surfed that a fair bit as well last time I was there.
Kaiki's super fun. We surf Jockos. There's always a way.
So you cruise along the other stretch there and actually go there as well.
Let's go there a bit, actually, Jockos.
Yeah.
It's sharky down there too. It is.
Sammy Martina, watch this section come towards Sammy.
Just Hawaii,
Hit on that one again.
And I went to Porto. That was probably another good trip we did. That was really good. I went there with Chad Barber and Kainoa and Scott Carter and Rick Bannister was there, Adam Murray. It was a really good Roach was down there. It was a really good group. They stayed on. They left, actually. I stayed for probably 2 weeks. I had a month down there, and thought I'd adjust, but still good. That was that heavy, that place.
It's so heavy.
I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah. That's gnarly.
I remember Lansing tells me, he goes, you better do some training, bro. And I was like, oh, really? What do you mean? I thought it was just like, 6 to 8 foot beaches. Yeah. It's like 15 foot when I got there. I was terrified.
Yeah, and it's powerful and shifts a lot, so you just kind of can get caught inside on a lot of those too.
Yeah. Well, I had the best waves out of La Punta, actually.
That's fun. That's fun.
Really fun. Like, heavy though, real wedgy and just thick. It was really fun. I got some good shots there with Russ Hoover, was the photographer, actually.
Yeah.
So that was another really good trip.
So these are the big memories.
Yeah, just the Europe trip we did for the GRB. We did a good trip with Ringo and Ballard and Tully. Tully was 18. We did that. I think I was 25.
Yeah.
And we stayed in France for a little bit. Got looked after there. But Michel Hoff, he hooked us up. Went up the Basque Country, drinking red wine, playing backgammon with Mike Stewart and Lee and Tal, and just stuff like that. They're the moments I like, look back on it.
Yeah. I think it's the same for everyone today too. I don't think it changes much between like these moments where you get like. I think there's much less mainland European stuff now because everything's been drawn to the Canaries, or we've still got Portugal, but I feel like a lot of guys just kind of come and go from there a bit more. But like at least for Aussies. It's very much just like, we get to the Canaries and we just all I don't know, it's so intense. Like, the adrenaline.
You surf front on?
Yeah. There's a lot of local guys, so it's kind of like Hawaii, hard to get waves.
Yeah, right.
But also it's just so intense. Like it's like
crowd-wise or just the wave too?
Wave. Like
Yeah.
you know,
It
like
looks
you're scared.
looks
Like,
gnarly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Super
it's scary, and it's not like it's a place that you don't really want to be half cocked going out to either. You know, you
It
want
looks
to be ready for it.
shallow.
Yeah. But no, well that's cool. Well, I mean, you're back on the boog today. You still got it. I saw you're still like scooping in. The style's all still there. Like, I mean, is it something that you're talking about maybe getting back to Hawaii with Marlon in the future if he's going to do it? Like, are you up for the? Are you going to get ready for it?
Oh,
like,
man,
how do you
I'll have to,
like?
know?
How do you feel about that?
I just pretty much like just stop bodyboarding. You know, occasionally I'd ride one out the shore break at Marnavale. It was big and it was just big and closing out. You know, they go like out the basin at Marnavale. That's always a fun spot to get to when it's everyone else is closing out.
Yeah.
Didn't ride a bodyboard for like years.
Yeah.
And just like surfing, you know. And I still surf, but you know, my back's been playing a little bit, so I'm back on the bodyboard.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
not,
easier.
It's easier.
Problem.
Yeah, just getting to your feet and like just through my middle area. You know, it's really.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, so I just found bodyboarding good easy, mate. As long as I don't do anything radical,
Yeah.
if I can just pull
Stay on
in
the rail.
pull in. That's what I want to do on a bodyboard. That's what you want to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And so surfing, it's kind of like I don't know what it is. It's just the last 6 months is sort of hurting my back, so I'm just getting back to trying to get healthy again. You know.
Sweet. Has it helped you? Like, how old are you now?
48.
48.
Yeah.
So is this kind of return to the sport in a sense, like, is it reinvigorating you as a guy? Like, is it something that you're finding is giving you like a second wind on this stuff? Like, how amped are you?
Just the same, really. You know, I'm not like. It's good to catch up with everyone, and you know, I'm out in the water, keeping fit. That's about it, really. And just like I said, it's enjoying the Marlon. You know, that's the reason why I'm bodyboarding again, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
So he's back into it, and I am too. You could say to a degree. I still surf. I enjoy surfing.
Yeah.
Because that's so hard, and it's just
Yeah.
you can always something to do. You need to improve on surfing. You know.
I reckon that's a good spot to finish off on it. Like, you're pretty chilled, right? Like, you kind of like. You're pretty chill dude. So it's like either way, you're kind of cool about it. Like, it's not like, you know, you're kind of like, no, I'm not like super invigorated. I'm just like, I enjoy that and I enjoy that. So it seems like you've got a pretty balanced view of like, of how you work with the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, if the waves are for bodyboarding, I'll ride a bodyboard. And if it's surfing, I'll surf, you know. Like I did a really good trip I went to the Tellos a few years ago on a surfboard, and it was just such a, I've never really been on a trip like, I've always been to Bali. I've never been on a trip, and that was amazing the waves I got there, you know. And I set this really good spot on a berg. It was really fun too. So had a bit of best of both worlds there. It was good.
Yeah.
So
do you find any weirdness? Because I noticed when I was in Hawaii last and surfing a spot near Haleiwa and on a surfboard, and then I had a buddy who wanted to have a go at the bodyboard, and we switched over, and I'm like, do you find the change in attitude to you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
How interesting.
You go on a bodyboard and people treat you differently. You surf straight away, you're on a surfboard, and I've had some guys like just not talk to me.
Exactly.
They think I'm a surfer, and I go back out on the bodyboard, they won't talk to you. He's a South African guy, man, but I just went, how are you, mate? You just, it's been really friendly to me on a surfboard, and he just looked away. It was like
how
amazing.
Heavy is it?
Yeah, and I'm like, you fucking idiot, you know? So I don't talk to you anymore. You can fuck off.
To me, it's the closest I think we can get as white people to experiencing racism. Like, to me, I don't know how much closer we can get to prejudice.
Yeah,
the way we're treated, like, on that moment. And you can totally, so you've got that, because I've had that experience, and I don't know if many others have had it, but like, you clearly have, where you're on a surfboard, and people will, you're visible and worth acknowledging. But then as soon as you're there on a different craft, you are completely almost invisible and certainly not worth acknowledging.
It's weird, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
I get guys out in the local and they're like, oh, you're back on the board? No. And I'm like, well, I've got a comp coming up next week. Well, I was doing a bit of practice for this contest actually, and I went back out and everyone was like giving me not a hard time. It was like they were a bit shocked to see me on the bodyboard. You know? So I've got a contest next weekend. I'm practicing it. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sort of how that is, you know.
It's interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's funny.
Humans are wacky creatures when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like, yeah, it blows my mind. But there we go. There's a shared experience. Let's wrap it up on that. Thank you.
No worries.
For hooking up.
Thanks, Josh.
Legendary.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate the
Hero of
time.
mine, certainly. And
Thanks,
I look forward to seeing you out there more on the boog. And
yeah, for sure.
we'll just do whatever the fuck you feel is good at the time.
That's right.
Rad.
Thanks.
Wrap it up there.